Soldier Field in the Windy City. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
That's it, baby. We gon' run.
Play action, now it's Lance. They'll roll him out right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. It got his man complete. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there on the first play of the game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, Tannehill. Trying to get it to Jackson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Off of play action, here's Lance. Flushed out right. Oh, big hole. And a loose football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the 49ers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Tannehill. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Play action. It's Tannehill.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Tannehill.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal.
It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. On 2nd and 7, Lance.
They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. To throw, it's Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. After one, a 14-3 ball game. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 40. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On play action, Lance. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Tannehill eluding the pressure right.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A huge play there for Chicago. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a
a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Montgomery, they'll run for it. And this time he is in. David Montgomery with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to 4. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and 10. Lance going to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rolling to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. He's going to let it go again. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
Let's get it popping.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first two quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
On first down, Tannehill throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, Barkley. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Push him back. Push him back. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, deep.
Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, right side caught by Jackson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Lance going to try and throw on third down here.
Drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. Another run now for Nwangu. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Escaping the pressure right. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Lance now on first down. Forced out to his left. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Rush in. Hip, hip, hip. Hey. 57, go.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check it back. Check it back. Check 13.
To throw is Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll go to Barkley again. Barkley a first down and more. And finally wrestled down at the 11. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't
over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Tannehill steps away to his left. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tannehill looking to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10,
all you got to do is look
5,
and learn.
and can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the 49ers are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Gold to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 23. Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Deshaun Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I'm going to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
They do tack on the extra point as well, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Here's Lance to throw it.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
He's going to go up top again. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Throwing, Tannehill.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead cut down to 9.
Makes the score Niners 53.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.